How you doing, YouTube? It's Will from Will Development. This is my 384th weekly update. So this week was it was a much lighter week. I had a competition on Sunday, which I didn't have to cut any weight for, but I was still in the process of cutting weight for the comp next week. Wanted to lose a few more real pounds, and then I'll do a water cut from Monday to Wednesday, and we'll see where I'm at Thursday, and hopefully I can drop the 10-ish pounds. Shouldn't be too terrible. I mean, water cuts can lose you anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds, so we'll see. I'll get to eat till at least Wednesday, no question. Although I'm already on a kind of a restricted diet, so it is what it is. Like I said, I was still training this week afterward, but Monday was literally all just body weight stuff because I was just so beat up from Sunday, which was a really good comp, honestly. I think I got the best placing I've ever done, which was like 8th out of 12 guys, which is nothing to be ashamed of for the mere fact that there were only 3 other dudes who actually, 4 other guys. 1, 2, 3. No, 3 other guys that compete in the 175s with me. I want to say all 3 of them did beat me overall, but I did manage to beat a few 200 and 231 guys, which was pretty cool. Didn't zero any events, so that's always the goal going in, so that's good to not zero. And yeah, it was a really good time, but it did beat me up pretty good. And then that was on Sunday, so to roll right back in, normally after a comp on Saturday, you have Sunday to recover just a little bit, and then Monday happens, and you can kind of get the ball rolling again. But winning on Monday was just body weight stuff, like literally just body weight squats with a bunch of reps, just getting blood flowing in the legs as much as I could. And then Tuesday was a press day. And since the press event at that comp wasn't ridiculously strenuous, it was for max weight, which I did finally get my revenge on the 200 log, and finally got that in a competition. It only took 5 years, so finally got my revenge. Though actually, it's cool because it was like 5 or 6 years ago when I did my very first novice competition in strongman, and the log press was a log clean and press away with 200 pounds, and my judge was the Florida State Chair for Strongman Corp, which is Alan Colley, and I didn't get it. The clean alone back then was a PR, and there was no way on earth I was going to press it. So to clean it and press it, and I had Alan as the judge on Sunday. It was cool. It was one of those cool things where it's like, hey, 5 years later, I'm still here. I've gotten stronger. You finally get to give me that down call. You know what I mean? So that was pretty neat. It was also neat because I managed to do pretty well on events that a couple guys zeroed. And then, you know, some people did honestly super surprise me on the axle. I did take 3rd in that, which, man, I really wanted that 300, but after the farmers and the car deadlift, my arms and forearms, everything was just a lot more shot than I wanted it to be. So the 280 was pretty good. Felt like I could have done that and held that forever if I wanted to, but just that extra 20 pounds, man, it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there on that day. So, you know, work to do. If I had gotten that, though, I think I would have tied for 2nd with somebody else. So, you know, arguably maybe I did better points-wise by just getting my own on 3. Tough to say. But yeah, it was a really good comp. And because there wasn't a crazy pressing, Tuesday's pressing and tonight's pressing was the same. And then a deadlift was a bit of a deload deadlift this week anyway, which I will probably repeat next week if I even do any. It might just be a week off for the comp, and I'll just do some conditioning kind of stuff. Just because I'm going to be eating less, and I don't want to put too much stress on my body going into a comp again. You know, this will be, 2 weeks off comp, and then I have like 2 weeks off again, and then another comp. And no, I think I have about a month before the next comp after that. So I get a little bit of a break between those. but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, all in all, it was a good week. Light training, and then it'd be really light training next week too, just because of the reduced calories. If I do any training at all. Yeah, if I do any, it'll be super light. So yeah, I do have footage from the comp, and I'll upload that as soon as I can. I haven't even made a post on Instagram because I still didn't have all the videos until like literally today. So there's that, and I'll get all those put together, and I'll get that uploaded just as soon as I can, and I may do an actual comp breakdown video. We'll see how I feel. I'm suffering from success right now. The greatest problem to have, but it is still a problem, so to speak. So yeah, there's that. We got a little bit of fine tuning to do before the next comp. As it stands right now, I think the only event that might be shitty for me is going to be the stone press. We'll see. I've tested it a few times and it just wasn't there. But you know what? I've missed a 200 log in training every time I've ever tried it. So you never know. You never know what'll happen day of. Sometimes your best events are your worst, and sometimes your worst events are your best. It's just how it goes sometimes. It's not what I want, but we'll see. I don't want to zero it. I'm going to do everything in my power to not zero it. And beautiful thing, I'll have a refeed, so I should be feeling pretty good going into the comp after it may be kind of a grueling cut, but we'll see. I'm not going to make too many predictions about anything. I know the only thing I'm really looking forward to is the arm-over-arm truck pull, and that bitch better be heavy, because if it's not heavy, I've got my work cut out for me. If it's heavy, I got a damn good shot of winning that event, as usual. I'm very good at those events. Also a frame carry, but it's with rings, so that should be entertaining. And then there's the power stairs. My deadlift power and strength has gotten better, so that's going to help me. And then my grip strength is always top in the state at the very least, so that's going to help me there too. And we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. You know, it's one of those things. You never really know, and these are some unique events I haven't done in a very long time or before. So it's going to be one of those things. You know, we'll test the implements a little bit and hope for the best. And I'll just give it my best. This is more of a fun comp anyway, so gets me another T-shirt. That's what it is, just collecting T-shirts at the end of the day. Anyway, yeah, so I guess the lesson this week is don't be afraid to just do some comps for fun. And you never know, you might actually surprise yourself when you get pushed to have to be better. So yeah, don't be afraid to do a comp for fun. If you are, then what's your excuse?